Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Ralf Rangnick versus Diego Simeone. Who will come out on top? Ralf Rangnick is a very good coach, and so too is Diego Simeone. Diego Simeone has been Atletico Madrid's manager for over 10 years. So reflecting on that, he's been a very long-serving manager. Diego Simeone is under contract with Atletico Madrid until 2024. I'd certainly take Simeone as Manchester United's next manager. Man United have been linked with him before. This will be a tough game against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid have got some very good players. You know, they have Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann is on loan at Atletico Madrid from Barcelona. But before Barcelona, Griezmann was at Atletico Madrid for around 5 years. A long time ago, Manchester United were close to getting Griezmann, but we didn't get him, and the reason we didn't get him is because at that time, Atletico Madrid got a transfer ban. Atletico Madrid also have Luis Suarez. I'm hearing that he won't be playing in this game. Atletico Madrid got Luis Suarez from Barcelona. Suarez has played in the Premier League before. He's a former Liverpool player. Joao Felix, he's also very good. Atletico Madrid got him from Benfica. They have Matheus Cunha. He won't be playing in this game because he's out with injury. They've got Angel Correa, Yannick Carrasco, Hector Herrera, Marcus Llorente, Thomas Lemar. Don't think he'll be playing in this game because he's out with COVID. Atletico got Thomas Lemar from Monaco. Daniel Was, he won't be playing in this game tomorrow night because he's out with injury. Atletico Madrid's first choice goalkeeper is Jano Black. Don't forget Manchester United have been linked with him before. Last month, Atletico Madrid lost Kieran Trippier. He went to Newcastle. Last year, Saul Niguez went out on loan to Chelsea. He's been very poor at Chelsea. And a few years ago, Atletico lost Thomas Partey. He went to Arsenal from Atletico. And they also lost Rodri. You know, Rodri went to Man City from Atletico. Atletico Madrid are the La Liga champions, don't forget. At the moment, they are 5th in La Liga. They won their last game 3-0 against Osasuna. Manchester United are coming into this game on the back of a 4-2 win against Leeds. It was a very impressive performance against Leeds, especially in that first half. Manchester United's goals against Leeds came from Harry Maguire. He opened the scoring. It was a good header by Maguire. It came from the corner. It was the first goal Manchester United had scored from a corner this season. Bruno Fernandes scored as well. He was a very good header. It was a lovely cross from Sancho to pick out Fernandes. Fred and Elanga came off the bench and scored. The goals from Leeds came from Rodrigo and Rafinha. Rodrigo's goal was fortuitous because it was an attempted cross, but it went in. It caught De Gea out of surprise. Leeds scored twice in 24-25 seconds. But reflecting on the win against Leeds, there's a very good chance that Manchester United will finish in the top 4 this season. Well, Rangnick said not so long ago that his aim is for Manchester United to finish in the top 4 this season. The Champions League is the only chance Manchester United have got of winning the trophy this season. The last time Manchester United won the Champions League was back in 2008, and beat Chelsea in the final in Moscow on penalties. Man United have won the Champions League 3 times. Manchester United have not won a trophy since 2017. That's 5 years ago now. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. Manchester United have only got one major injury, and that's Edison Cavani. Chong's injured, but he don't get in the team. Tom Eaton's injured, but doesn't get in the team. Tom Eaton is our third choice goalkeeper, is a backup. We got Tom Eaton on a free transfer from Aston Villa last summer. And that's it. Manchester United's next league game is Watford at the weekend. But Man U are away to Atletico in the first leg. Now, on my last video, I gave you some more news on Mauricio Pochettino. It said Manchester United face a battle with Real Madrid to land Mauricio Pochettino in the summer. Real Madrid want Pochettino to replace Carlo Ancelotti because Real Madrid are unhappy with Carlo Ancelotti. There is reports saying that Harry Kane to Manchester United is a possibility, especially if Mauricio Pochettino gets appointed in as Manchester United's next manager. Pochettino, he's been the PSG manager for over a year. His contract at PSG expires next year. I think he has won a French Cup with them. Revert back to when Manchester United sacked Jose Mourinho. Manchester United should have got Pochettino then, but the club decided to go with Solskjaer instead. He's a good manager, Pochettino, even though he's hardly won anything. He knows the Premier League well because he's managed in the Premier League before. Don't forget, Pochettino enjoyed the 5.5-year managerial tenure at Tottenham. Back in 2018, he got Tottenham to their first ever Champions League final, and at one point he almost won the league when he was Tottenham manager. I think Tottenham made a big mistake sacking him at the time. and before Tottenham he managed Southampton. He only enjoyed a short managerial tenure with Southampton, but he still managed to guide Southampton to their highest ever finish in the Premier League. So they're the clubs he's managed in the Premier League so far, and a long time ago he managed Espanyol. As you all know, Ralf, Rangnick and Richard Arnold, want Eric Ten Hag to become Manchester United's next manager. And a lot of Manchester United fans would like to see Eric Ten Hag get recommended in. I think Eric Ten Hag would be capable of winning trophies at Manchester United. Ten Hag's not managing the Premier League yet, but I would be convinced he'd replicate what he's done at Ajax. You've got to admire the work Ten Hag has done at Ajax. He's won a couple of titles with them. Revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. And he's developed the young players well. He's been Ajax manager for over 4 years now. Ajax appointed him in back in 2017. His contract at Ajax expires next year. Before Ajax, he managed Utrecht. Before then, he managed Bayern Munich's reserves. And before then, he managed Go Ahead Eagles. Recently, Graham Potter was on Manchester United's shortlist. Obviously, Graham Potter is the manager of Brighton. Would you like to see him become Man United's next manager? We've been in for Luis Enrique as well. Manchester United are looking for the 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. Ralf Rangnick, he's been Manchester United's interim manager for almost 3 months now. Rangnick is Man United's interim manager until the end of the season. Then he's expected to take up a consultancy role for a further 2 years. Not so long ago, Romano said that Rangnick wants the permanent Man United job. I don't think he'll get the Man United job on a permanent basis. Man United legend Rio Ferdinand reckons that Ralf Rangnick has done a good job. He's managed around 15 games so far as Man United's interim manager in all competitions, and he's lost just 2 games in all competitions. He's only lost 1 game in the Premier League. There's been good performances under Rangnick. There's also been poor performances as well. But I've got a lot of respect for Rangnick, like I've already mentioned. He's a very, very good coach. He's a German coach, and the vast majority of German coaches are very good. Before Manchester United, Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Rangnick's tried different formations since he came in. Obviously, he started off with the 4-2-2 formation. Then, obviously, after that, went with a 4-3-3 formation. And, he uses the 4-2-3-1 formation a lot now. He's tried a few different things since he's come in as Rangnick. And, obviously earlier on this season he recommended Ewan Sharping as an assistant coach and analyst. He also recommended Chris Armisen as an assistant coach, and he also recommended Saz Chalenzin as a sports psychologist. Unfortunately, Rangnick did not get backed in the January transfer window, and at the first, he actually got promised he was going to get backed as well. Rangnick's enjoyed 1 transfer window so far as Manchester United's interim manager, and Man United enjoyed a very disappointing January transfer window because Man United did not make any signings. Plus, Lingard and Henderson should have left in January, but we blocked their exits, and we had the incident with Mason Greenwood towards the end of last month. But around 8 players did leave Man United last month. We loaned quite a few players out. In the summer, I'm expecting Manchester United to make some signings. Man United will try and sign a midfielder in the summer. You know, when Rangnick first came in, he identified Manchester United's midfield as a weakness. In the summer as well, I'm expecting a lot of players to depart the club. So in the summer, I reckon Edison Cavani will leave. Not so long ago, it said Edison Cavani is expected to leave as a free agent in the summer. And he said Cavani prefers a move to La Liga. Cavani's out of contract at Man United in the summer. Manchester United got Cavani on a free transfer from PSG back in the summer of 2020. Earlier on this season, Rangnick did reveal that Cavani wanted to stay at Man United until the end of the season. Cavani's not available at the moment, like I've already mentioned. He's injured. He's had a few injuries since he signed for the club. Lingard, he'll leave Manchester United in the summer. Like I said, Lingard should have left last month. Last month it was Newcastle and West Ham that were battling it out to get Lingard on loan. Lingard's out of contract at Manchester United in the summer. He has been part of the club for a long time. He is up our academy and that, but he doesn't get in the team much, and he's not good enough. Surprisingly though, Lingard started against Leeds at Elland Road. Ronaldo, I reckon he will leave Manchester United in the summer if Man United fail to finish in the top 4. Well, prior to the Leeds game, it said Manchester United will allow Cristiano Ronaldo to leave in the summer. Not so long ago, it said Cristiano Ronaldo was set to become the new Man United captain to replace Harry Maguire, but that's not going to happen this season because Rangnick said that Maguire will remain Man United's captain until the end of the season. We should give the captaincy though to Ronaldo. Ronaldo, of course, played against Leeds recently. Weren't that good. He missed an absolute sitter in the first half. Pogba created that chance, by the way, for Ronaldo because he got past Forshaw far too easily. And I recall Ronaldo having another chance against Leeds, but it was offside. And he got a yellow card against Leeds. Ronaldo ended his goal drought in the 2-0 win against Brighton. He scored an amazing goal in that game. He should have had more than one goal against Brighton because he had some good headed chances. But his overall performance against Brighton was very, very good. Since Ronaldo re-signed for Manchester United, he's scored 15 goals in all competitions. He's got over 800 goals in his career. Manchester United re-signed Ronaldo last summer. We paid over 12 million up front, but with the add-ons included it was around 20 million. And Ronaldo's contract at Manchester United expires next year. There is an option of a further year. Ronaldo is the highest earner at Man United at the moment. He receives, £500,000 a week, or it's nearly £500,000 a week. Ronaldo's won over 30 trophies in his playing career, including 5 Ballon d'Ors. Juan Mata, I'm also expecting him to leave the club in the summer. Juan Mata's out of contract at Man United in the summer. Don't have a perception on Mata anymore because he doesn't get in the team. He lost his place in the team a while ago. And he's lost that yard of pace and he's aging up. But despite all of that, Juan Mata's had a good career at Manchester United. He's made over 200 appearances in all competitions. He's scored over 50 goals. Matt has been at Manchester United for 8 years, so reflecting on that, he's been a long-serving player. Man United got Matt from Chelsea back in 2014, got him for 37.1 million. Matic, I'm also expecting him to leave Man United in the summer. Matic doesn't get in the team much, and he's not good enough anyway. I think Matic is the only predominant centre defensive midfielder Man United have got at the moment. But he is out of contract in the summer, like I say. He's been at Manchester United for over 4 years. Man United got Matic from Chelsea back in 2017, got him for 40 million. Not so long ago, he had a shin injury. And Paul Pogba, he could leave Man United in the summer because the other week it said Paul Pogba is open to Premier League offers if he leaves Manchester United this summer. But there again, before that came out, it said Pogba would be open to staying at Man United beyond the end of his contract. Pogba is out of contract at Man United in the summer. And revert back to earlier on this season, it said Pogba would be willing to stay at Man United as long as Ralf Rangnick is the manager for next season, because it said Pogba had been impressed by Ralf Rangnick since his arrival. I think Rangnick and Pogba have a good relationship. But credit to Pogba, his performances have been very good since he recovered from injury. He was very good against Leeds at Ellen Road. His positioning was good. He looked very good on the ball. He got into good positions. And like I said, he created that chance for Ronaldo in the first half. But I can't understand why Pogba got taken off against Leeds, because he was probably the best player for Man United. This season has been Pogba's 6th season at Man United since he re-signed. He's won 3 trophies at the club so far. Pogba's played over 200 games since he re-signed, and Manchester United paid £89 million for Pogba. So reflecting on that, is our most expensive signing at the moment. Phil Jones and Eric Bailly, I'm expecting them to leave the club in the summer because they don't really get in the team. We could offload Harry Maguire in the summer. Harry Maguire's not good enough. And earlier on this season, there was a lot of Manchester United fans demanding for the captaincy to be taken off Maguire, but like I've already mentioned quite a few times now, Rangnick said he's going to remain captain till the end of the season. To be fair to Maguire though, he's done well in his last 2 games. Did well against Leeds, scored a very good header from a corner. And I thought he did well in the 2-0 win against Brighton as well. He looked solid in possession, brought the ball out well from the back, and he was very assertive on the ball. And Wan-Bissaka, Man United could offload him in the summer. He don't really get in the team now because he's no longer our first choice right back. Diego Dalot is our first choice right back under Rangnick. But there again, Bissaka played against Leeds at Ellen Road. And to be fair, he put a good performance out. It was the first time he played in a while. And Manchester United will offload Dean Henderson in the summer. So there you go. The Glazers, they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time, and the Glazers are still at Manchester United. They've owned Manchester United for around 16 and a half years now. Don't forget the Glazers bought the club for 500 million back in 2005. We need to get them out. Richard Arnold, as you all know, he's Man United's chief executive. At the beginning of this month, he replaced Ed Woodward. It was good news from Man United perspective that Woodward did step down because he was one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time. Ed Woodward was at Manchester United for around 17 years. Manchester United have sacked 4 permanent managers since Ferguson. We sacked David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And Man United are not even really known as a sacking football club because we haven't got the structure to keep sacking managers. And in the last 10 years or so, Manchester United have spent over 1.3 billion. We've only won 4 trophies in 10 years. I think we have recouped nearly 400 million in sales in the last, 10 years. By the way, Ralf Rangnick has done his press conference ahead of this game against Atletico. I probably will be giving you my reaction to that on my next video. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do. Consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.